Good afternoon, everyone. Like I said, I'm gonna attempt to uh, post something worthwhile and meaningful for us in this quarantine moments. But then after that, I'm gonna continue and try to make like a daily topic or whatever the case is, something just to it may be able to help get someone through. Right. A little sad today. Got a call this morning that one of my soldiers committed suicide. So that's going to be my topic for today. Is trying to figure out those ideas. Figure out how and when to interject if you see the signs of depression or any other suicidal moments, and then also like who to reach out to, who could you potentially contact if you are that person, or if you have a buddy of yours, you have a family member, a child, you have anyone that is contemplating suicide, or or something like that. All right, so believe one thing, just listen to the person. If it's you, go and talk to somebody. And don't talk to someone that's not gonna take you seriously. Sit down and talk to someone that knows you personally or professionally. I mean, knows you, yeah, personally and professionally. Talk to someone that is a professional. You may have to just seek professional help. If you don't have anyone within your circle, if your circle is very small, and like all the people in your circle just you don't deem worthy and well qualified, then you might have to step out and speak to someone on professional level. And there's nothing wrong with that. It truly isn't. Anything that we could potentially do to save a life is definitely worth the fight. All right. More about my soldier. He was a great guy. He served in Iraq in 0809 with me and a lot of fellow guys. Turned around and went up with Vermont National Guard and deployed to Afghanistan. He came back from that deployment and went with the New Jersey Army National Guard and deployed to Afghanistan, where we lost another very good near and dear brother of mine. He came back and he's been hurt. His body was hurt, his mind was hurt, and he's been fighting through. I mean, this guy's been fighting for the past 9-10 years with different elements and what have you, and he succumbed to his injuries this morning, or last night rather, where he took his own life. And I only wish that one, myself or someone that he knew got to him 1 minute sooner, 1 second sooner. Anything that we could have potentially done if we only saw the symptoms, saw the signs. If he would have reached out and been like, "Hey, bro, I'm going through something right now. I need you to talk. I need to talk to you." And I could have got somebody over there, told him I could, shoulda, woulda, all day long, and it's not gonna bring him back. But going forward, I want to learn more about the signs and symptoms. Try to be a little bit more proactive, and hopefully, be able to save one. We can't save everybody, but if each of us could, learn the signs and save one, we'll take that 22 a day to 21 a day to 20 a day to 1 a day, and hopefully, if it's within God's plan, we can get down to 0 a day. 0 a day when it comes to combat veteran suicides. It's something that, has always been important to me. It's always um, something that's on my mind, something that I'm always seeing on my Facebook posts, from some of my other veteran friends and what have you. They're like, oh, my buddy just committed suicide, or we had a guy that attempted suicide, like, we need to get down to the bottom of this. I mean, this is really affecting everyone, you know. Um, I'm just very, very choked up right now. I know my thoughts are like all over the place because, this is still fresh. But I needed to put this out there. Like, get help, reach out and talk to someone. Or, if you have someone within your circle that you may think is a potential, may become a potential victim of suicide, of self-hate or self-harm, intervene, say something, get somebody that professionally that can potentially help them involved as soon as possible. You never know, you may have that one chance, to save your buddy's life, and if you don't, you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life. I think it's important that we try to help one another, that we try to help the human race, because right now the human race is hell-bent. It very much is. And we need to, guys need to get off their shoulders and go back to, the humanitarian aid of helping one another, that selfless service that, which is a core value that we foster in the Army. I think we need to really get back to that. We need to have that in family. We need to have that in community. Each one teach one. We need to get around one another. We need to get involved in each other's lives. I know we have to do social distancing right now, so I'm not saying like getting somebody 6 feet, but we definitely need to. What's up, man? Nothing much. Definitely need to make sure that we do as much as we possibly can to help each other out. All right? Okay.